Perfect. Thank you very much, Yukiko. I appreciate that. First and foremost, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for attending the first official virtual Atenveldt University. The goal of having these shorter virtual meetings twice a year is to foster open communication with a lot more ease across the board. It allows for directives and information to be disseminated to Atenveldt officers, and we have the opportunity to innovate the kingdom as we move forward. My intention for this is to basically address our officers, and then get you all to your respective kingdom level officers in breakout rooms. Once the kingdom officer is done and has completed with their portion of whatever they would like to discuss, as far as I am concerned, your portion of Aten U has been completed and you can have a great day. I'm going to go ahead and get started because I do not like to fluff with anything. I want to make sure that we get this information across, get moving so that this is as minimal a time, taking time away from your day as possible. So first and foremost, event sites across the kingdom are becoming harder and harder to find. We need to be, as much as possible, sharing sites with other groups. If you have another group in your local area, as well as sharing information. The Kingdom Seneschal's office will be reaching out to compile a spreadsheet kingdom-wide to help facilitate this. So if, I'll use an example, if the Barony of Tariskathir finds a great site that the Barony of Mons Nitris would like to utilize, that information is available. With event sites, we are on a kingdom level holding to the 6-month bid process. And I ask that that does trickle down to the baronies. It helps facilitate the time crunch of getting an event together, being able to mitigate any issues that do occur. It gives your financial committees a chance to review the bids and make changes or kick it back or whatever needs to be done at that point. The next thing I'd like to discuss are warrants and background checks. So as of right now, I'm aware of a few individuals that need background checks. Some have been submitted and some still need to contact me. Since we haven't had an Atenveldt University in, I think it's been 2-3 years now, I want to reiterate what the background check process is. It used to be a form that you would print off, you would fill out a ton of personal information, submit that to the society via an email. Some things have changed through COVID and moving forward, in which the background check process is now, you contact me directly. I ask for some basic information. I then submit that to society. The background check company contacts you directly via email with a link. I've actually had to do this in the last 2 months now, for myself, because obviously my background check needs to be updated. It's actually quite easy. You fill out all of your personal information directly with the background check company. Then your background check process is confirmed, and the process begins for them to go through their checks. Once a background check has been approved, you receive an email from the background check company stating your background check has been completed and that you may check it. Additionally, if you have been approved, it falls on my list. Unfortunately, my list is updated once a month about. So if you receive a confirmation in the email, it's always best to advise me that you have received that. I will get to it, but it can take time off of your ability to conduct yourself in a position. Warrants. Warrants are a thing that I have pulled back from in a lot of ways. There are very specific positions that require a warrant. Additionally, that require a background check as well. Warrants, as far as the kingdom officers are concerned, you may conduct yourself unless you have other directives via your kingdom level handbook or anything along that line. You may conduct your warrants as you see fit. If it is not a required warrant, a position that requires a warrant, then as far as the Kingdom Seneschal's office is concerned, you may approach that as you would like. I know roster warrants are being rolled back out for a lot of offices. And that is one way that we can help to ease the transition of the paperwork. Unfortunately, doing an individual sheet of paper for each person gets tedious, and a roster warrant is an opportunity for the kingdom level and the baronial level to have a blanket list that is signed by the appropriate authorities, the B&B, the Crown, myself, or the baronial seneschal, or kingdom level officers, that will help you to keep track. With warrants, it is required that when a warrant is signed, that signed warrant that is completed is sent to the Kingdom Seneschal's office as well as the Kingdom Regnum officer. The reason why: the Kingdom Seneschal's office holds a copy of every warrant, and if we don't receive it, then we can't hold a copy. If a year down the road, for whatever reason, you have unfortunately, a computer crashed, whatever, have misplaced a warrant, we would then have a copy that we can confirm. Our Regnum officer keeps the Kingdom website and the Kingdom roster in line. So that's the reason for the Kingdom Seneschal's office. This is why we need every single warrant that is signed kingdom-wide for every single position. Now, as I said, the Regnum officer tries to keep the Kingdom roster up to date, but that's just the Kingdom positions. We need to make sure that those that have access, which are every baronial seneschal, most B&Bs, and I believe all kingdom officers do, as well as the Kingdom Seneschal's office, have access to a file on the Kingdom Drive labeled Kingdom Roster. You have to keep your section up to date. Just a moment, and I'll answer those questions I see coming through. So once the Kingdom roster has been updated, we have an opportunity for validation of order of precedence for your page, as well as a copy of your warrant to confirm it as well. Now, I saw a couple questions come through. Let's see here. Do we send to regnumchange@atenveldt.org or send and seneschal on Regnum only? Regnumchange@atenveldt.org is Regnum. So when you are sending it to Regnum, it is regnumchange@atenveldt.org. The Seneschal's office also keeps a paper copy, a digital copy of the paper copy in our files as well. And being that those are separate emails, we want to make sure that both are being sent to, so that we can double up on that and ensure that we have the proper information. And then the current Regnum officer is His Lordship Ryan. So that would be the individual that you are speaking with when you send that to regnumchange@atenveldt.org. All right. Moving forward. Event bid process. So we are currently working on fine-tuning the event bid process, as well as who all needs to be communicated with. There is currently quite frankly, a checkbox for the event stewards on exactly whom they need to send the information to. The financial committees, as well as the various entities that need to confirm, sign, submit insurance, etc. So please hold on most event bid process information. There will be some things coming out on a kingdom level to help facilitate the ease of use of the entire process from start to finish. And then finally, breakout rooms. So I'm going to be passing this off to our Kingdom Exchequer here shortly. And Lady Anne will be able to address things that are pertinent for everybody. However, first and foremost, the breakout rooms. Once Lady Anne has completed, we will be breaking out into each kingdom level's room that you can see. If you have access down to the bottom, there is a window that says breakout rooms. When you access that, you have an opportunity to join each office's room. So for instance, the seneschals, all of the seneschals will join the seneschals room, and I will address them in various with some various bits of information. However, if you fall underneath the seneschal's office and don't already have another office that you would join, then you are absolutely welcome to come join in with the seneschals and hear what's going on. There's no secrets here. The kingdom level officer will, of course, be addressing you all, and then the intention is for them to release you at that point as soon as they're completed, and then you can go about your day. The intent of this Aten U was never to have a drawn out process. It's just to get the kingdom back into the idea that we are going to have an Aten U, and in 6 months we will be doing this again. So without further ado, Lady Anne, if you'd like to go ahead and address everybody. It appears Lady Anne cannot unmute herself. Let's see.
Lady, you made a call. You should be able to unmute now.
Can you hear me now? Hello?
All good. Go for it.
Perfect. Thank you. Good morning, Atenveldt. This is your Kingdom Exchequer, Lady Anne Devlin of the Celts. Today I'm going to be going over the new NMR fees, which is the non-member fees. This is coming down from society and corporate. They had to increase the fees from $5 to $10 for all of the non-members. So anybody who is doing a bid, please keep that in mind, because all the event stewards and the baronies will be responsible for the $10 fee increase. I will be talking about private inurement. We need to go over that. It has to do with the IRS and our 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 nonprofit status. Communication, I'll be going over that with my exchequers. Also, there are no personal checks to be written anytime. If you need to write a check, go ahead and send in a money order. And let's see what else. I will be talking to my exchequers in regards to due dates for the reports. There's some new coding I have to talk to them about, timing of baronial transfers, and also the NMR reports. And that's all I have right now. Master Edward, I'm sending it right back to you.
Okay. Thank you very much. So at this point in time, this is what we have for you. I do realize that this was short, but that is the intent. We're not trying to have a drawn out Atenveldt University like we did in the past, if some of you have that recollection. So as we move forward, again at the bottom of the if you're on desktop, there is breakout rooms, as well as Yukiko has offered to assist anybody needing to be put into any rooms as well. And again, as soon as you are completed with your Kingdom officer, you're welcome to have a great day. Have a good one.